I can't even say JoJo Siwa is officially off the rails because she's been off the rails for some time now if you've been following along with the JoJo Siwa cinematic universe. But my favorite update to come so far has been JoJo Siwa drunk off her ass at Disneyland Epcot, because what better place to go for your 21st birthday than Disneyland Epcot, walking around in a blinged out construction vest and Timberland boots, hanging out with no one your age, your mom, and most importantly, former Bachelorette stars. What the hell is going on? That has been the question I've been asking myself over and over and over as I watch JoJo Siwa basically speed run the end of her career. Honestly, it's been pretty sad to see because, as we all know, this is the JoJo Siwa that most of us remember. She obviously got very famous from Dance Moms, the TV show, and gained a following from that. She actually became one of the most successful child stars that we know of. She would go on tours. She had a beau empire. I mean, I think her net worth is somewhere around like $20 million. She's successfully become a very huge star, close to 50 million followers just on TikTok alone. She is, I think we can argue, a full-blown celebrity. I think she's not just like an influencer. She is a full-blown celebrity, somewhat of a household name, honestly. So while it has been very fascinating and entertaining, I also feel like it's been kind of shocking to see someone rebrand so horribly and so tragically. Okay, for those who have not been following along, I'm going to give you a very brief summary of all of the drama that JoJo Siwa has just recently found herself in. Most of this has been within the last year, and a lot of it also has been within the last couple months. One of the first controversies that she recently got herself in was when she came out of the woodwork to defend the very problematic Colleen Ballinger.
You friends with Colleen Ballinger still?
This is the first time that I've talked about this, so I just want to make sure I say my exact piece that I want to say. The internet can take a lie and run so far with it, so far, to the point where you just can't do anything about it.
So if you don't really remember why Colleen Ballinger got called out, also known as Miranda Sings, she was being very creepy and having inappropriate relationships with her younger fans, and there is proof of this. So it's really strange that she would like say that it's a lie when there's direct evidence. I mean, there's actually evidence of her being pretty creepy to a very young JoJo Siwa, even in this video, for example.
I'm just now realizing your shirt says milk all over it. You drink milk? Yes. You know that comes from a private part? Yes. You know that comes from a private part?
So yeah, she maybe doesn't hang out with like the greatest people in the world.
Stars at JoJo Siwa's album release party, starting with James Charles and Tom Sandoval, but also Colleen Ballinger was there and made a whole blog about it and put it on YouTube.
And then there was this extremely messy TikTok breakup that she went through. You can read between the lines with that one.
Why are you mad? Why are you mad? Because I got used. For what? For views. Aww. And for clout. Aww. And I got tricked into being told that I was loved. And I got played.
Her mom posted that, by the way, to her Instagram story. Weird.
Last relationship was very public by both of our choice. There has been
I'm not even going to talk about the hat.
Lot that went down, that if this microphone wasn't on, I would tell you what she did, what she told me anonymously, but I had to have my security team handle it.
Why can't you just say it?
I could.
Why can't you just say it? That's me 95% of the time when I'm watching like a podcast or somebody's YouTube video. I'm like, why don't you just say it? Like, just don't even bring it up if you can't say it. That it doesn't make any sense.
Ass legal thing behind closed doors.
So then people started to bring up the fact that she had makeup that had asbestos in it that had to be recalled. That was only in 2019. Obviously, you know, does she have a lot to do with that? I'm not sure. But, you know, not a great look. Then we had the pregnancy drama.
Yeah, not enough people on TikTok are aware of the fact that for several months, JoJo Siwa implied that she was pregnant on Snapchat. And it was like really horrifying and creepy and gross. And she didn't talk about it on TikTok. I actually didn't even imply, she was just like straight up faking a pregnancy. Like I had not opened Snapchat stories for years, literal years. Until one fateful day, I decided to open it just to see what was hopping over there. And this is what I saw. And I closed it immediately and haven't opened it since.
Yeah, so a lot of people were saying that she had like a Snapchat deal or something, and this was her way of trying to get the views up. Not a great look.
Team boy or team girl? What do we think, guys? Is JoJo Siwa team boy or team girl?
Honestly, the pregnancy stuff is like, that's actually so bad. I actually am surprised that I don't see more people talking about that. Then there was this that happened.
We should not be letting JoJo Siwa's rebrand distract us from the expose Rolling Stone wrote about her just last month. This is what she wants. She wants us to be talking about karma and how cringy it is, and oh my god, she thinks she invented gay pop, so we don't focus on this. So JoJo and her mom put together this girl group, XOMG Pop, which I hadn't heard of until now, but apparently they were super popular, and a bunch of the girls started leaving and just talking about what happened, and a lot of that information is actually really just disturbing. Apparently JoJo and her mom would encourage these girls to compare themselves to each other. She would also yell in their headset while they were on stage, "You suck, you're sucking, bring it up, the energy is low, you look sloppy, you're not good enough." And if you read this, the Siwas didn't even deny these allegations. And sources are saying, wow, this actually really did happen. Like, this is confirmed. So when she said she was a bad girl, she did some bad things, she quite literally has been a bad girl and has done some bad things. Not edgy bad things, just bad.
Yeah, so this article is actually even worse because there's some things about one of the girls had a medical issue and was told to just like put a period pad or something allegedly over it. Like her belly button was leaking or blood leaking, and she was told to just put like a pad over it and continue on so it doesn't leak into the outfit or something like that. So really horrible accusations that were just kind of brushed under. Then there was this weirdness, okay? Which was totally out of nowhere, but must be discussed nonetheless.
What's the end goal for you? What's the end route? What's the end picture?
My babies. I cannot wait to have kids. People ask me why I do this, and it's one day I want to have a great little family. I got my 3 kids' names picked out: Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy.
No way.
Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy. Yeah. I got 3 tattoos dedicated to them somewhere on my arm over here. They're like tucked in there. Got a sperm donor lined up and all. We're ready.
Really?
We just got to be patient. Okay. I got a couple years, but.
We're shocked.
The biggest things for me right now that I'm looking for in a relationship is somebody who is ready for kids. I am not ready, but I am very near ready. And I think that within the next 3, 4, I wish I could say 2, 3, but I still feel like I will be a little young in 2 years. But I say 3, 4 because I feel like that's like pregnant in 3, babies in 4. You know what I mean?
I feel like I speak on behalf of many of us when I say, what the She's a very immature 21-year-old. Let's just put it that way. So now we've made it to the part where she begins to roll out the complete rebrand. The new JoJo Siwa as we know it, okay? Old JoJo Siwa cannot come to the phone. So she started to drop some not so subtle hints that something big would be coming.
When I was 8 is when Miley had her bangers moment. And I was like, all I want is to have that one day. Like, I want that. And honestly, since I was like 15, like my whole like inner circle has been like talking about it and like getting excited for it.
I am shook about your look. Tell me about
really strange tan lines. It was really strange. I mean, what do you want to know about it? This is my karma. It's a costume from the official music video. Honestly, I just wanted to wear it again. I love it so much. No one has made this dramatic of a change yet. No one has made, in my generation, this extreme of a switch. And I am the first in the generation. It is very scary, but someone's got to do it.
My one thing was I went into the Disney Channel building and I sat down with the president of Disney Channel and I said, I want to make history. And that's what this is.
Having to say all this stuff about yourself is pretty weird. By default, saying that this is going to be the biggest rebrand ever, you guys are not ready, means that it's not the biggest rebrand ever, okay? Like, it's just not.
Biggest thing about this video, I don't care if people like it, I don't care if people hate it, but I want people to turn their head at it and I want people to notice it. A new era of life, we're becoming an adult.
I think what we're gonna see throughout this whole rebrand and what we've seen throughout this rebrand is this is what JoJo Siwa's version of being an adult looks like. This is her idea of it. And I think that it becomes very clear as this rebrand rolls out that she has no idea what an actual adult looks like. And she's got no good examples in her life of what an actual functioning, responsible adult is.
JoJo, you coming out with some new music.
What?
Yes. Girl, tell us about it.
I can say, look, I got this really cool tattoo on my hand, and actually yesterday I gave the heads up, like, hey, it's not for kids anymore.
Oh. You let them know.
I think there's a reason why people who have come before me have had this moment. Take with that what you will, what you'll assume. I'm really excited to have this moment. It's something I've been looking forward to for 3 years, 4 years now, really like heavily. I am so excited to bring this version of pop music back. I wanted to start a new genre of music. And they said, what do you mean? And I said, well, it's called gay pop.
I'm offended on behalf of Chapel Roan. That's all I can say.
It's no secret that my transition is heavily inspired by Miley Cyrus. Miley's flip, Miley's switch, Miley's turn was the greatest thing that I've witnessed with my own 2 eyes.
I think this has got to be the worst celebrity rebrand of all time.
Okay, I feel like the main reason this like JoJo Siwa rebrand is not working for her is because when Miley did it or any other star did this like jump from Disney to other things, is that they just did it. I feel like JoJo's been like, I'm about to do something really naughty. And it's like, just do it.
I totally agree with this. You don't need to announce that you're doing it. Just do the friggin' rebrand, change your stuff over, and let people be surprised and let them figure it out. You can't announce that something's coming. Like, you can't be like, this is gonna be huge, because then you're setting people's expectations and you're never gonna meet people's expectations, especially when you say, no one's ever seen this big of a change and no one's ever seen, like, people dress like you all the time. You look like Kiss. Like, you look like someone already. You need to have a completely new look. You look exactly like Kiss. A very bad version of Kiss, but you look like Kiss. There have been so many people who have transitioned this way. It's not special. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to say this is gonna be the biggest one ever and then it's not, people are obviously going to be disappointed. So ahead of her song Karma coming out, which is the song that she's basically been promoting, she's only promoting one song right now. It is the only song she uses over every single one of her TikToks. It's so annoying. It's so overplayed at this point. She started posting really like cringy stuff, okay? So here's an example of one of those. Me not knowing what to expect from the biggest meeting of my life. The meeting, really excited to show what this is. And then she was doing videos like this, which were obviously, they're just like, I don't even know what to say. This is one of my favorite videos ever.
A question. If you could have one heaven phone call, this is a random heaven phone call, okay? Nothing too serious. If it was serious, I'd call grandma, grandpa, uncle I never got to meet, someone like that. Unserious heaven phone call.
She played the videos, then walked back, and then walked back over just so she could show the tattoos.
Who are you calling? Personally, I'm calling the people in the Titanic submarine.
This new look that JoJo Siwa decided to debut was almost right after she met G-Flip, the Australian musician. Can you tell what the inspiration was? Then JoJo stages a pap walk, walking out of a sex shop. She's holding a giant you-know-what, holding the receipt out so people can zoom in. Like, it's so forced. It's so forced and it's so cringy and so weird, but you gotta respect it. Then she's doing videos in the car like this, in front of a car that she had wrapped in her face.
JoJo Siwa cutting us off on Sunset Boulevard.
JoJo Siwa bullying us over here.
I can't tell if this is for PR reasons or if she's really just cutting people off in traffic with her car. It's like, I feel like if you're gonna have your car wrapped with your face, you need to be a really good driver. That's all I can say. I'm certainly not gonna be going across 3 lanes of traffic in LA when I have my car wrapped as my face. Then there was this really cringy, crazy video. Nothing quite like an 11 p.m. I just got home from 12-hour rehearsal, but let me just run it one more time in the car. Like, you cannot be serious. Here's another one of my favorites. I can't, I love it. And then this is the best clip that ever surfaced. And it's not even because of what she says. It's because of the recreations after this clip.
Dream guest on my podcast? Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, let's spice things up. One of my exes.
Oh?
Dream guest on my podcast? Oh my god! I mean, honestly, let's spice things up a little bit. One of my exes!
Dream guest on my podcast? Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, let's spice things up. One of my exes.
Oh my God.
Dream guest on my podcast? Oh gosh, I don't know. Honestly, let's spice things up. One of my exes.
Dream guest on my podcast? Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, let's spice things up. One of my exes.
Oh.
Dream guest on...
It's the dancing. Oh my God. Wait till we get. We're about to get into the dancing.
on my podcast? Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, let's spice things up. One of my exes.
That looks way too much like JoJo. I hate it. Then there's this, like, she's just acting insane. It's been a long time since I've seen something this cringy. Back to back to back. It's actually kind of amazing.
Definitely made me feel like I'm a psychopath. But then I realized something. No. I realized something. I am a psychopath.
It's the fact that she's duetting herself. What are you doing?
And this is something that only I can do.
Remember that she said, this is some shit that only I could do. Okay. Once she finally released Karma and she started doing the choreography and the music video came out and she started making live appearances, people started to say, wait a minute, your dancing's horrible, which is weird because she was on Dance Moms, and your singing's also horrible. So, like, if the song was good, maybe we could forgive all that cringy stuff you did, but it's not, all right? And this is what people brought up. The other dancers make the choreography look decent, but I don't know what JoJo's doing. Here we go. I can't. Oh my God. It's so...
Like it or not, what's been in your head the last 3 days?
I did some bad things.
Honestly, the song isn't in my head. Your dance moves are in my head for the past 3 days.
Karma's a bitch.
Especially this one.
It's so true. Oh my God, it's so true. Look at this. I mean, what is this? What are we doing? Oh my God.
Y'all want to know how I know that this is not JoJo Siwa's voice? Y'all remember when JoJo was in her car singing Traitor by Olivia Rodrigo? You're still a traitor. And her face was turning red and she couldn't even hit that note. So how you gonna tell me she can hit when I fell? That's not a thing.
Ooh.
She can't do it because she literally exposed her vocal abilities not too long ago before releasing this.
I mean, she wasn't ever really known. She does have a couple good songs, but it was when she was younger, you know? Like the Boomerang song I think is pretty good. I'll come back like a boomerang. Like, it's good, but she was young. Like, she's just not ever been a singer. She's always been known as like a dancer, which is like kind of why this dancing's a little shocking. But
so I know damn well if she cannot hit Traitor, she cannot hit that note that she's singing in her song. That's just not happening because the note in her song is higher than Traitor by Olivia Rodrigo. Make it make sense, because now all the accusations about it not being her voice, oh, it's not an accusation, baby, it's true.
Yo! Then we get into this. Now, there was a ton of controversy. This was like wild when this came out. Okay, remember that thing that she said where she said, this is some shit that only I can do? Well, it turns out it's not. It turns out other people can also do this shit. And actually, they have.
JoJo Siwa blatantly stole this TikToker's song from 2022 for her new album. So here's a clip from the original. And then here's the clip of JoJo Siwa stealing the song and then claiming she wrote it about one of her exes.
Because it is about one of my exes.
Like, it's not even any different. Like, that is 100% this Emmeline person's voice. Played over, like, JoJo didn't even re-record it or, like, try to sing it herself. That is 100% this person's voice. But then she went on to say, this song is about my exes.
This is the TikToker that she stole a song from, and you might be thinking, well, maybe they worked together on the song. But she responded to this in a recent comment saying, "Hi 2024 fans, I'm going to make a story time soon. I actually didn't sign off on it coming out with JoJo. Not her fault. If my version gets love, I can still put it out after hers. Thanks for the support." Now I understand most artists have co-writers or ghostwriters that they work with all the time, but for JoJo Siwa to come out and say, "Hey, I made this song about one of my exes," when the song was made so long ago and you can tell that she had no creative involvement in it, is crazy.
And then here's this one as well. So it says, "No way JoJo Siwa stole the Karma song." So this was like this happened great. This was working crazy. When this dropped, it's like, where were you when it was found out that somebody else had wrote Karma? It was kind of a wild day. I'm not gonna lie. All right. It was kind of fun. People found out and discovered that JoJo didn't even write this song, even though she was going around saying that she wrote this song about her exes. Okay. And that it was about times of her life. It turns out that it was actually recorded for the first time in 2012 by this person named Britt Smith. Now, what's crazy about this is that apparently it was written by like Timbaland or something like that. Kind of one of those things where they write a song and then it's like shopped around to artists and then you can buy the rights to it and stuff like that and record it. So it's not technically a stolen song. She didn't steal it technically from this person, Britt Smith. Britt Smith did the same thing where it was a song that was written and then she got like the rights to it or, you know, whatever. But you can't go around saying that you wrote it. People liked the Britt Smith version so much better that fans actually got that version of the song to the top 10 of iTunes for a very short period of time, which was kind of a hilarious story development, I'm not gonna lie.
What's the inspo behind the song and the video?
You know, there's a lot. Part of it's about life and choices you make. Part of it is about things that people have done to me. Part of it might even be about things that I've done to people.
So she's acting like this song is like heavily inspired by her life. And she was saying all this stuff, and then it came out that, oh wait, you actually bought like the rights to the song, and it had already been in the works, you know, years and years later. So it had nothing to do with you, right?
I came up with the concept a year ago, pitched the whole concept, decided who I want to direct it, choreography, costumes. Spent the last few years actually like truly going in on music.
So obviously this has been labeled like the worst rebrand ever. And she's just been every step of the way making mistake after mistake. I heard somebody else make this point, but it's true. Because a lot of people say, well, all PR is good PR. And I think that that is true in the beginning, but I think at this point, there's been so much of it that it's really hard to overlook. And I truly believe that she is destroying her career for good because she's not only alienated all of her younger fans. I mean, those kids do not want to look at this new rebrand. And I don't think JoJo needs those people to, you know, wants those kids to watch anymore, obviously. But like new people don't even want to watch. And you're also alienating yourself by saying weird things and saying like you invented gay pop and, you know, acting like this is so crazy and like no self-awareness and just, it's just all going down, okay? Nothing has been positive at all, nothing. Like you got to balance it out a little bit. So here's another thing that she said.
I'm gonna go down in flames for saying that's fine. Kind of the only influencer that also does music. You know what I mean? Yes, there are influencers that do music and yes, there are musicians that are influencers, but no one that is the equal amount influencer / musician.
That doesn't even make sense. It's just so far from true. Like I can think of so many TikTokers that are musicians and then they also still like film their lives all the time. It's just like a dumb thing to say. Like she thinks that she's the only person in the world, I think, and that's kind of a problem. Now we've made it finally to the most recent developments, which is JoJo turned 21, okay? Don't worry, she's still promoting Karma, all right? This has been a very long promotion cycle, okay? Most people like let it go. After a couple months, not JoJo, every single TikTok still to this day has Karma on the back of it. She posted this on her birthday and took this video of herself.
My 21st birthday, I'm drunk as right now. Something in my lip. It's my bread I'm supposed to eat. I got punched in the eye. It hurts really bad, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's not licorice bread.
Those have to be O'Doul's. It's coming across as she's pretending to be super wasted.
Go. Happy 21st birthday to me.
Okay. Then she posted the screen recording to her Instagram, I think by accident. So this is the extended uncut version. And it was like one of the most embarrassing weird things I've ever seen. Like, people were basically saying they're like, she's definitely in that room by herself. Comments, why do I feel like she's in the room by herself? 216,000 likes. She's in that room by herself. I know it. 37,000 likes. So funny. I mean, that's the vibe I'm getting to. I'm like, it's just not real. Drinks placed in the background, like damn props, 35,000 likes. How is every drink perfectly turned towards the camera?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
Have you seen JoJo Siwa's birthday post? Like, no, JoJo, have you learned nothing? You don't post a drunk girl video of yourself on your own account. Your friends are supposed to do that for you on their own accounts. A little more believable that way. Yeah, that post was actually unbelievable. I don't believe that she's that drunk. I mean, obviously. I think what's also kind of interesting in all of this is like JoJo does not, and you're about to see, she does not have friends that are her age. And it's, I think, a problem. And I think it's kind of feeding into why she acts the way that she does, is because she doesn't have any normal people around her. She hangs out with her mom and like adults. It's super weird. I refuse to believe JoJo Siwa is real. The screen recording of her at this party is sending me into orbit. At least she is having fun on her birthday, but like, does she even have a social media team at this point? The face. Now we're getting into it. All right, now we're getting into it. So here's my favorite clip of all time. This is JoJo Siwa walking around Disney's Epcot.
Who is that?
That's JoJo Siwa, and she's drunk off her ass.
That's JoJo Siwa and she's drunk off her ass. That is funny.
You're still a traitor.
What is this outfit? Casually ran into JoJo Siwa at Epcot today. What is going on with the outfit and the, like, just what is happening? Where are they coming from? Oh my God, the boots. You gotta be kidding.
I should've known.
Okay, this is another crazy clip. So some fans come over to her and she starts trying to get them to sing Karma with her at the table because she's like, you don't know the lyrics. All right, and then she tries to walk them through.
Wish I would have never effed around. Yeah, we know it.
Here, let's try this one. Thou shalt not.
Lie.
Thou shalt not.
Cheat.
Thou shalt not get caught, or you'll
End up just like me. Can I get a picture? Ready? Right there. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, girl. Thank you.
The bartender is all of us. Look at the bartender. The bartender looks so annoyed. Wow, there's so much happening in this video. Guys, what the hell is going on? Tyler Cameron's here. I don't understand this group of people. And it's like, where are the other 21-year-olds? Where are the people that are her age that she can hang with? It's so weird.
This is me with my first drink. So I've had a Sunny D vodka. My first drink's in Italy. That's amazing.
Yeah, JoJo posted this to her own account, by the way. And I just want you guys to take a look at the drinks as she goes throughout this video. They never go beyond where they're at. Like, she takes a little tiny sip and then that's it. Because like they're in, you look at them in the back and they barely go down at all.
Happy birthday. Cheers. It's over. Cheers. Happy birthday, girl.
I'm JoJo. This is my second drink in America. Woo! I'm JoJo. This is my second country, but my fifth drink of the day. Happy birthday, dear JoJo.
Oh, there's G-Flip sitting right next to her. The apple does not fall far from the tree. And in this case, the inspiration. The muse.
I'm JoJo Siwa, and this is my 10th drink inside Epcot. That's good. Number
too many.
The drinks never go down. Like, she takes a tiniest little sip and then moves on.
11. Tyler, is this 11 or 12?
With you.
Why is she with Tyler Cameron? Like, I don't understand why she is with Tyler Cameron. That is the most random pairing I have ever seen in my life. It makes no sense.
No.
Yeah. Siwa, and this is my at least 13th drink.
Margarita?
My 13th drink in Epcot. We're in Mexico.
That's a cracking effort. Whoa!
Get in the jump. I'm JoJo Siwa. This is number 15 in Epcot.
Smash it.
I'm JoJo, and I forgot to do it, but this is my 15th drink, baby. Bench press up against my chest. Oh, wee wee. I'm JoJo Siwa, and this is my.
Why is Tyler Cameron there? I don't get this.
It's 17th and 18th drink.
This is the infamous table that she was singing at, by the way.
I'm JoJo Siwa. This is number 19. Can I have a bite of that?
Yeah, you can have it.
Just a bite.
You want the rest? No?
Good game, good game, good game.
Some people started to question, let's say, how drunk she really was. All right, and this is another video she posted. Just found this in my drafts for my 21st birthday. This is one of my favorites. So she posted this video to her own TikTok, and then this was the caption, Happy 21st. So she like tried to do one of those. I can't. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. She tried to intentionally spell it wrong, so it seemed like she was typing it while she was drunk and posting it while she's drunk. So she put Happy 21st. The intentional misspelling in the caption. I remember misspelling words intentionally on my Snapchat, pretending to be drunk in middle school to JoJo. Oh yeah? People clocked it right away.
In every video, her drink is completely full. I don't think she was actually drinking. I don't think she was actually drunk. I think that she's doing it for the bad girl perspective. She was just pretending to be drunk. She's like one of those girls in high school that takes a sip of a wine cooler and is like, I'm so drunk. Like, no, you're not.
She reminded me of a kid who found their mom cooked dinner with wine. Yeah. The way she overdid the drunk part told me she was never drunk. As a seasoned bartender, she was pretending, yeah. So everyone thinks she was faking it. So a lot of people believe that this Disney 21st birthday trip was part of the whole bad girl rebrand of like going out and getting drunk, but she kind of picked a place where a lot of people would be, and it was like also sort of fake or whatever. But here's another video that was just so weird and funny.
Oh, that's my ex's name. Oh. Well, happy birthday, Kylie. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you so much.
That's embarrassing.
She said that's embarrassing. Okay. Someone posted this. They saw JoJo at Disney and they actually caught the behind the scenes of her filming this whole, you know, like the whole drinking saga that we just watched, the whole TikTok, right? Where she's like, this is JoJo, this is my 17th drink, whatever. Her mom was the one that was filming all of these videos. It just makes it seem like, oh, this is all part of like this big weird angle of like, I'm gonna get drunk and I'm drinking now and stuff like that. And it's like your mom is filming you. Like, it's just weird, right? The stuff with her mom is beyond freaking weird.
Only influencer that also does music.
I think I've got it. I think I know what it is about her that just makes me go crazy, and it's not like the obvious stuff. If you disregard the monstrosity of words that came out of her mouth, I realized that I don't view her as an influencer like the other Dance Mom girls, because her target audience was never people her age or older. She didn't grow up with us. She did that Emma Chamberlain pipeline of being influencer into celebrity perfectly. But she did it for children. She's not understanding that this thing that she's doing that's breaking out of this childhood star into like the adult world isn't new. Every Disney Channel, Nickelodeon star has done it. They just actually grew up with us and their progression made sense.
And they also didn't announce when they were gonna do it. They just gradually grew up and moved on and actually acted like adults. Didn't announce it and then continued to act like a freaking kid.
And it wasn't an abrupt overnight switch like she's trying.
Yeah, I completely agree with this take, honestly.
I have
been dyeing my hair since I was like 2, maybe 1.5. I'm not a natural blonde. I'm actually a natural brown. I get brown roots, so I have to dye it.
You know, your hair is getting really dark. We're gonna need to lighten this up. Nothing is off limits when it comes to doing what I think will benefit JoJo.
I show these clips now to kind of make my point. When I think of JoJo, I see a very sad childhood life and upbringing. I see a little girl that was exploited by her mother. I don't think that it's appropriate to like make them grow up so fast and like turn them into little business people. I don't agree with any of that. You know, the fact that she's bleaching a 2-year-old's hair and saying there's nothing I won't do, and like the whole Dance Moms thing as well, like even allowing your kid to go on a show like that, I think is just not a great parenting decision, honestly. That's my personal opinion. So my whole thing is I see JoJo making these mistakes and doing all this cringy stuff, but she's never had good role models in her life. And she's only ever been forced to fit into certain boxes. And, you know, she's been forced to be immature, doing this whole empire for kids and performing for kids. And so she had to be that way for such a long time, and it didn't allow her to grow up properly. And, you know, we see this with child stars all the time. So I think a lot of the stuff that she's done, the cringy stuff and like the things that are problematic, you can point to and be like, well, where was the adult in this situation, you know? And yeah, I understand that she's 21 now, whatever, but it's like, is she really 21? She's very immature. I don't think that that's necessarily her fault. So yeah, this rebrand has been really crazy. It's been pretty hilarious, honestly. I love the drunken Disneyland little update. I mean, that's funny. Here's the truth as well, because I saw a lot of videos and I saw some crazy ones of parents posting and they're like, JoJo, I'd like to have a word with you. Look at what you've done to my daughter. She's so upset. She's crying. She listened to you every single night, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, the truth is that JoJo Siwa is allowed to have a rebrand. She's allowed to grow up. She's allowed to move on. She's allowed to decide that she doesn't want to stay in this advertiser-friendly box or make music for kids anymore and wear hair bows and do dancing and stuff like that. She's allowed to move on and do different things and whatever fulfills her creatively, whatever. But it's also been a freaking train wreck, okay? And she has totally gone off the rails. And I will say, I can't wait to see what she does next because she has been very thoroughly entertaining. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did like it. Subscribe if you're not already. Tons more videos just like this one are in the works. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Your right arm's gonna pull up as you stomp your foot. So stomp and pull up.